No touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This defense for the Titans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Raiders at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the
is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Robert Woods got to close out his 5-year tenure in Los Angeles as a Super Bowl champion. Remember, he began in the NFL with the Buffalo Bills. What a nice ending there out on the West Coast for a consistent receiver who's lost with injury 9 games into 2021. Now, on his next great adventure in Tennessee, where he can immediately form a nice duo with A.J. Brown. Good play from the man they call Bobby Trees. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. Powers through it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Our score after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And it's a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have moved out in front.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because...
After review of the play, ruling on the
now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And able to complete it to Moreau. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady game.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
Now they'll throw with Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Carr on the bootleg. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Patrick Owasor. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Cole. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st down, Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tannehill now to throw.
That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now it's Tannehill. Overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Tannehill. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We start with a good one in the AFC.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on the... Second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On second down, here's Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw his car. And that's complete to Adams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Running it with Jacobs. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
Now Carr. Caught on the slant. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller from 6 yards away. And the Raiders have retaken a third-quarter lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Holding offense. This is unbelievable.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
Getting with tight ends or guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. We got a man over the middle. It's Woods. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr, the open man here, Renfro. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now here's Goodwin with another jet sweep. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Carlson is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So now Tannehill and the Titans down 20-17. 24 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Tannehill. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offense,
this is caught at the 20. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down.